We hopefully will be able to make about 5,000 Optimus robots. We're technically we're aiming for enough parts to make 10,000, maybe 12,000. But since it's a totally new product with
And if they're saying 10,000, 5,000, and they got hundreds of thousands, and they know they're outnumbered, they know people are onto them. So this is what they're going to use. This is Daniel the 12th chapter, a time like never before. We're going to need the Lord. Okay?
it's a totally new, like everything is totally new. I'll say like we're succeeding if we get to half of the 10, half of the 10,000 now. But even 5,000 robots, that's the size of a Roman legion, FYI, which is like a little scary thought, like a whole legion of robots. I'd be like, whoa, yeah. But I think we'll literally build a legion, or at least one legion of robots this year, and then probably 10 legions next year. And I don't know, it's kind of a cool unit, units of legion.
And people are just sitting there laughing, but these things are going to be used to wage war on your ass.
So probably 50,000 ish next year, and then it's probably ready for to. I'm hopefully ready for Optimus to be used outside of Tesla controlled environment, or maybe around the middle of next year, second half of next year sometime. Um, so, so I think that's probably sounds about right. Probably second half of next.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'm gonna give all glory and honor and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the Apostle and Elders, Great Millstone. Finna get into this quick lesson, on what you just seen. Alright. Elon Musk talking about, some robots, basically a whole army of robots, So I'm just going to get this. Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So see, this so-called white man, he's finna push, he's about to be about violence soon. All right? And through them robots, that's how, a lot of Jake is going to be destroyed out here. What, 5,000, let me put 5,000, let me see something. How can I put it? 5,000 by 50. That's 50 states. So 100 robots in each state. Just off of 5,000. They don't get tired. They don't gotta eat. They're on command. All right, and ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna allow them spirits, because the Lord deals with the spirit, the spirit realm. He's gonna allow them spirits to enter into them robots and kill off you Jakes. So this white man know that he's about to go out of power, so therefore he's about to take, as many as he can with him. This is Jeremiah 30 and verse 5. For thus said the Lord, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Faces turn into paleness. Why? Because of fear. All right. Jeremiah asking like, hey, why do I see, men acting as if, they got the birth pains, because of the, it's going to be men out here that's going to be acting as women, for these times to come. It says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. See, this day is great, so that none is like it. No historic tragedy is going to be able to equal up to this day. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. See? Jacob's trouble, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So when this man comes down with great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time, just understand it's for you niggas that don't want to get right. And whoever don't want to get right, you know? You're going to be out here through, you know? It says, but he shall be saved out of it. So the elect. Yahweh Shem Shah is going to deliver his elect. This is Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. See? So the elect, all right, they're going to be delivered, all right? But understand this, that Michael, you know, Michael is going to have to stand up for us. That's how bad it's going to get, you know? The second in command is going to have to, you know, stand up for us. Or not. All right? They said a time like never before. All right? The only way you can get through these times to come is through Yahweh Shem Shah. All right? Building up, you know, your treasures up in heaven. Let me get that. Matthew 6:19. Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. Don't lay up yourselves, you know, treasures up in this earth, all right? Basically trying to make it big here in America or in this world, you know, because ultimately all this shit's going to fail. You know, the scriptures say that, you know, the world, the fashion of this world passeth away, you know? New things is about to flourish, all right? Righteousness is about to flourish, all right? So don't worry about this lifetime, you know. Of course, you know, you still, you know, work, you know. Do what you got to do, all right? But ultimately, you know, you're understanding that this place is about to be destroyed. Verse 20, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. See? So you lay up yourselves treasures up in heaven, all right? So that's praying, all right? Studying, reading, you know, showing brotherly love, all right? That's how you lay up yourselves treasures up in heaven, all right? So when the times to come, when you need, you know, to withdraw from your bank account, you know, that spiritual bank account, you know, you're going to be able to, you know? The Lord's going to be delivering you, you know? There's one more I want to get. Oh, yeah. This is Isaiah 59 and verse 20 or 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When an enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against them. So see, when the enemy come down like a flood, you know, Esau, Edom, so-called white man with his robots, all right, guess what? The Spirit of the Lord is going to be, you know, upon, you know, his men. All right? Yahweh Shem Shah is going to lift up that standard, all right? You know, and it could be, of spiritual powers, all right? We're going to need spiritual powers. It's fucking robots, you know, that's created to have, you know, ancient time strength, you know? So Yahweh Shem Shah is going to lift up that standard for his elect, you know, when we need it. All right? So it's just something quick. So Lord willing, you know, this lesson was edifying. I'm gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, our Kapadash, double honor to the apostle and elders, great millstone. All right, Shalom.